Hi everyone, Peter here from authorSecret.com. So in the previous video, I talked about how to make money as a self-publishing author. Now I'm going to talk about how to manage that money. So a big disclaimer, I'm not a CPA, I'm not a tax specialist, so this video is going to be about the facts. Namely one fact. Even if you're doing this on the side, and I know most self-publishing authors are doing this on the side, publishing their books on the side, the income that you make from your book is still going to be taxable. It is extra income that you're making, even if you have a day job and you're paying tax through your day job. The government's going to want to see a part of that income. Death and taxes, people, death and taxes are the two things that you can never get away from in life. Now, when I first started my business, I hated tax. Whenever I heard about tax, whenever I heard about managing money, I wanted to curl up and die. But it really doesn't have to be such a massive challenge. There are people out there who can help you, and I've got 4 tips that are going to hopefully help you manage your money better and make your tax returns easier at the end of the day. So the first thing is that you need the right mindset. And the right mindset is that when you self-publish your book, you're actually starting a business. And that comes with a couple of responsibilities, but it also comes with some advantages as well. So you've got administrative responsibilities, which I'm going to get into, but you can also write things off to tax. And by that I mean, if you pay someone to do your cover, you can write that off to you can use that as a tax write-off. If you paid someone to edit your book, if you run paid ads, all of these things you can use as deductibles off your tax. Now it varies from country to country and from jurisdiction to jurisdiction, state to state, how much you can do this and whatever, but that brings me to my second point, and that is speak to a tax professional. I'm not a tax professional. As I said at the top of this video, speak to a tax professional. They won't bite. They're not as expensive as you think, and my accountant saves me money. I pay him a fair bit of money, but he also saves me money, and he's saved me from falling foul of the tax man more times than I can count. So they are really unsung heroes when it comes to business, the accountants, CPAs. If you're in the States, you might need to talk to a lawyer. But also, it's not about just filing the taxes. It's about you should ask them what structure you need to make your business. So is it a DBA? Is it a sole trader? Is it an LLC? Are you going to incorporate? And things like that. So go for the least complicated option, but there are a lot of ways that you can structure your affairs. And if you structure your affairs properly, then you can get the maximum tax benefits from those. The third thing tip that I want to give you is you need to open 2 bank accounts. Separate your income that you get from your books as much as possible from your personal income. So open 2 bank accounts. The first bank account, you should deposit all of those checks that you get from Amazon or send all the money that you get from Amazon and your royalties and stuff into that account. Then take 20 to 25% of that money and put it into that second account for tax. Hold that cash for tax and do it immediately as soon as you get that money. Because no matter how much you deduct, no matter how much you think you're going to owe in tax, it could be more, it could be less. And if it's more than you thought and you haven't put money away, then you're in trouble. But if it's less, then you've got a nest egg that you can draw off from. That's basically tax-free money, which is fantastic. And the final thing, the fourth thing that I want to tip that I want to give you is you've got to track absolutely everything. So all the money in, all the money out. It doesn't have to be in any fancy programs or anything like that. An Excel spreadsheet or a Google Sheets will do. Put different tabs in for different months and track everything. how much are you earning, how much are you spending on each book, and this will help you to also track things like, are your ads working, for example. Are you spending, how much are you spending on making your book, publishing ready to publish, and how, how much do you need, how many books do you need to sell to make that money back? So it's all part of business. It's all part of running the business, is to understand your return on investment, is to understand where the money is flowing, how the money is flowing. And for for the love of everything, keep the receipts. So I know from experience, from talking to authors, everyone starts off using their own money to pay for things for their book, but that doesn't matter. So even if you're using your own money, even if you're using your own credit card, keep the receipts, keep all of that stuff, so that you can prove to the IRS or whoever your tax body is that you've spent this money, and it's been in pursuit of getting your books, publishing ready, your product out there. And then your accountant will love you, your bookkeeper will love you, and your tax returns are going to be a lot less painful. Finally, in closing, I'll say is that file every year. I know that in the States you can defer, some countries you can defer tax and things like that. Don't do it. File every year, swallow the bitter pill, and just file your taxes, for goodness sake. Please. And this is where professionals will help you as well. So I know a lot of people are really intimidated about filing taxes. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be a massive problem, a massive thing every year. File the taxes, just get it done. So just to recap, get into a business mindset. You started a small business. If you're self-publishing your book, talk to a tax professional. Like I said, again, I'm not a tax professional. Talk to the tax professional. Make sure you know how to structure your affairs. Make sure you know how, what your obligations are. Open two bank accounts. One to receive all your royalties in, and another to keep tax in. You have to separate your personal finances from your business finances. And finally, track everything. And I mean absolutely everything to do with your business. There's even some countries, and your tax professional is going to, be able to shed more light on this, that you can write off a portion of your rent or your mortgage to tax if you write from your house. So I mean, there's lots of ways that you can reduce your tax bill if you have your affairs structured properly and you track everything and everything's above board. So it doesn't have to be a massive issue, it doesn't have to be a massive challenge. It varies, like I said, it varies from country to country, so I'm talking very generally now. But go out there and get your admin side of your business sorted. It's a bit of work up front, but it can save you a lot of pain in the long run. As always, I want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, I'm going to be carrying on with these videos for as long as I can, but if there's any questions, I'd love to hear them from you. So you can drop questions in the comments. You can drop anything to do with self-publishing. And you can email me at peter@authorsecret.com. There's no VAs, there's no secretaries. You get me directly to me if you email me, and I'm really hoping to hear from you. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time.